Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It is Wednesday morning, and I tell you, yesterday we were treated to the return of Meghan Markle to the screen, playing Pamela Anderson in... Oh wait, Meghan, Netflix with Love Meghan. We all know by now, everybody's hate watched enough of it. I got through one episode because I had a very busy day yesterday. And I tell ya, I made copious notes, took copious screenshots. I'm going to try to condense it a little bit. But I mean, from truffle popcorn to bath salts, Meghan hostess with the mostest. The show is just appalling. It is so bad. It is dry. She doesn't really bake, cook, or create anything. The content, we go from a cooking segment to a crafting segment to, we open with the bees and Meghan speaking in her bee voice. And of course, they collect the honey, which goes into a cake, the beeswax. There's a candle making segment with her makeup artist, who the premise of the show is, okay, it looks like what every episode is going to be. The premise is that somebody comes to stay. And so her hostessing skills go into high gear, and along with her friend, we walk through an episode of cooking and crafting and eating and laughing, and it's just awful. It really is. And the things that she's making, the content looks like she took an unpaid intern as a content creator, and that person just kind of cruised Pinterest for a couple hours and picked out some crafts and things that looked easy to execute. Honest to God. I mean, the rainbow fruit platter that she purportedly makes for her children. There are no children. In the morning, that's Saturday morning at Meghan's house, a rainbow fruit platter. She's so creative, telling us how it just starts the day amazingly if you can look at something like that. And, there's 50 varieties of the damn thing and identical. On Pinterest, I mean, that's where it was lifted from. She doesn't even use different fruit, so you maybe, trick of the eye, think she's done something new. No. The bath salts. 20 years ago, we were all making bath salts. That year for Christmas, that's all anybody got. That's all anybody was making. Nobody makes them anymore. They really don't. That's old news. The moment you would think, if you were doing even not necessarily a cooking show, but a lifestyle program, which this is what it seems to want to be, that you would bring in some experts or consultants or whatever. Meghan, who purports to be this great little chef, she doesn't even know how to hold a knife wrong. Right, sorry. She doesn't hold the knife correctly. And her buddy there, when he cuts himself, cutting up the fruit, he cuts himself, sets the bloody knife back down on the cutting board. Meghan brings out the bandages, and she's opening the bandages and discarding the paper and bandaging him up right over the cutting board, over the fruit. And then in the next clip, he's picked up the knife again. At no point did they walk over to the sink to wash his hand to bandage it away from the food preparation area. Did they ever wash the knife? Maybe in between when they cut, but we don't know. So the continuity of the program, I mean, it looks really bad. It looks really bad when you don't know, because nothing looks terribly professional. And I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be home lifestyle. Oh, look at me, I'm just hanging out in somebody else's kitchen using somebody else's tools, and she's playing house with house guests. I mean, the whole thing is just so appallingly amateurish. You know, I'd say go ahead, watch it for yourself, because it's a bit of a giggle. Just because it's so bad, you know, the whole hate watching thing. But on the other hand, you can give it a swerve just as easily. I'm not going to be watching all 8 episodes. I'll watch a couple more, you know, 1 or 2 in the middle and 1 at the end, and I'll give you my opinion of what I watch. I'm not doing 8 hours. Because it's just, we already know the formula. Paying guest comes to stay. They do 2 food segments, 2 crafting segments, and, you know, we had bees. What are we going to get to meat or chickens next? Maybe get some eggs or something. Who knows? Rotten Tomatoes has given it, I mean, the public reviews are in, and it's terrible. And in the top 10, I think it debuted at something like number 6 on Netflix's charts. So people are not being receptive to this. I really think that With Love, MEGHAN is her swan song, and that all deals with Netflix will be terminated after this. And don't forget, even if Meet Me by the Lake does come out at some point, that's not Harry and Meghan anymore. That's not, because remember, Netflix bought the rights to the movie, so that should Meghan and Harry, you know, Archwell Production want to take it on, at least Netflix would have some control, right? Because they now understand how difficult, at the time, they understood how difficult it was working with them. And you thought their reputation was bad then. A couple years ago, it's just gone downhill. Nobody wants anything to do with them anymore. So I really think this is it. This is it for the big public, or big industry money coming their way. I don't think there's going to be many more offers at all. Just my opinion. Go ahead and watch it for yourself. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification button so you'll be aware of when I post videos, and leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you're thinking about all this. Bye for now.